Oh, I hate being sick. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're well and eating good. I'm sorry if I sound a bit sick and I look a bit droozy. It's because I am. I don't know what's going on. It keeps raining. But anyway, I made sure I filmed, so if I'm out of breath and if I sound a bit gross, I really do apologize. This is going to be the second episode of my Cheat 20 series. Today I have a vegan recipe. Do not run away if you're a meat eater. This dish is delicious and anyone can enjoy it. Now, vegan food to me isn't anything new to me because I love vegetables. I'm always using vegetables. I'm always trying to make sure I have vegetables in my food. I'm intrigued by vegetables actually. There are so many different kinds of vegetables and fruit, but I'm not really a fruiter. And so this dish, I actually did in basically 10 minutes. 15 minutes if we count how I did the quinoa, because the quinoa wasn't going to be part of it. You don't have to have this with quinoa. You can have this with rice, whatever you want, or potatoes. I'm having quinoa because I actually like quinoa, and I'll have it over here. I hope you can see that. You guys can see that. It is just delicious. You don't have to have it as a main, you can have it as a side, but I love vegetables, so I'm gonna enjoy it as a main meal. I used a timer because I wanted to be very honest with you guys, and I started the time at 20 minutes, and that's how much time I had left. So I basically had 10 minutes left. Because I had time left over, I decided to make like a little cucumber and beetroot salad. I know some people might feel like they need meat. If you want, you can just put some prawns in. When I'll show you in the recipe, I fry the onions and the peppers together. And at that point, you could just add some prawns or some chicken and make sure that's cooked before you add the rest of the vegetables. So you can easily add meat to this, but I honestly don't think you need it. And I love meat too. I love steak. I love all of that. I'm not a vegan. Disclaimer, I am not a vegan. I just enjoy vegetables. If you enjoyed this video, I think you should subscribe and share and like. You know, comment. Like to see how I made this dish? Please keep watching. Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. This is my peppered spinach and mushrooms recipe, along with some beetroot salad and quinoa. So let's get right in. First, I like to just wash the quinoa just to take away some of the bitterness. You know, strain it once you're done, just like you would do rice. And then I add a stock cube. I also add a little bit of oil and some garlic, as well as some black pepper. This is all to taste. You can just use salt and pepper if you want. It's really up to you. That's done, I just mix it around so that the quinoa is coated in the oil, and then I add some water. I add cold water and I put it up maybe about a thumb size above the quinoa. I don't like my quinoa too soggy, so I just put enough now, and I can put more later if I want. Then just make sure everything's in the water, and then I'll bring that to boil. To boil on high heat, and once it's boiled and most of the water is evaporated, you just want to make a foil paper lid, set it down to the lowest heat, cover it with foil, and put a saucer on top. I feel like this keeps the steaming. While that's steaming, we'll start on the spinach. Okay, so for this recipe, you'll need peppers. I'm using red, green, and yellow. You'll also need some mushrooms, some leek, which I had in the fridge, some shallots, which I also just had with me, some chili, some garlic, sesame seeds optional for garnish, some Maggi as well, soy sauce, some vegetable oil, some pepper, salt, and spinach. First, you just want to heat some vegetable oil in a pan, get it nice and warm. I'm going to start the timer, sorry, forgot to. And once the oil gets hot, you just want to add in your onions, your leeks, or your shallots, whatever you're using, and just get them nice and ready and stir them around in the oil. Get them nice and warm on medium to high heat and let them soften up. Then you want to add in your bell peppers. I just add all the bell peppers with some salt, you know, season as you go. Remember, I tell you guys that.
and just stir fry that, you know, let it melt down and get all nice and caramelized and some color on it. So once you've stir fried that for a few minutes, you know, let it sweat down, you then want to add the mushrooms and just mix that up and stir it. And again, very self-explanatory, just keep mixing until everything gets some color and cooks down. About 5 minutes, and I'm just going to mix it around, add some soy sauce and stir that around to get that in there as well. I'll also add half a stock cube. You can use whatever you want. You could just use salt if you want to. And then I'll also just mix that. Now it's time to add the spinach. Spinach has a lot of water content already, so for now I just like to try to push it down and cover it for 30 seconds just to wilt the spinach, and that helps it easier to mix because it will be too full right now. But don't worry, it's going to wilt down to nothing, so don't think it's too much. Once it's wilted down for literally 5 seconds, add a bit more soy sauce and just stir that all up. It should be much easier to stir. Oh, and add some black pepper. It should be much easier to stir now that the heat has touched the spinach, and it will wilt down much easier. So just stir that, and you see those brown bits there? That's all flavor, that's not burnt. So I'm just gonna add a little water just to scrape that off. It's called a fond, and it's all flavor. You just want to scrape that off and add it to the spinach. The water will also create a kind of sauce for whatever you choose to eat this with, so I just like to add a tiny bit, but not too much because spinach is quite watery in itself. Taste for seasoning. It's important to taste. Spinach doesn't have much flavor, so you might need to adjust for seasoning here. I tasted mine, and I think mine needed just a little bit of sugar just to balance it out a bit, and I think I added some black pepper as well. But just stir that up and it's pretty much done right now, guys. I like to add some sesame seeds just for garnish. You don't have to do that, but it's pretty much ready. Now your quinoa should be cooked, and look at that, just fluffy. Just get a fork and fluff it up, and it's ready to eat. And there you have it. We pretty much finished making the whole dish in 10 minutes. So because I had extra time, I just sliced up some already cooked beetroot, seasoned it, and put it in a smoking hot pan for literally 30 seconds. It takes no time at all. I tend to have beetroot in the fridge just because I think it's a nice thing to add to dishes, but you don't have to do this. This is just a little side salad that I mixed with cucumbers, salt, pepper, and some lemon juice. So this is completely optional. It's like a bonus for the recipe I'm giving you guys. And so once that's done, just turn it off, cut it up, serve it with whatever you want, serve the quinoa, and it's done. We finished in pretty much 10 minutes, okay guys, 10 minutes, and this is a full vegan meal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please try it out. Let me know what you think. Bye.